when you came to know that Naga Chaitanya is doing Lal Singh Chadda with Aamir Khan?
Ah!
If you woke up as Shrikant Tiwari tomorrow, what would you do?
I would...
What was the most challenging scene for you in the Family Man season 2?
doing the first scene in Hindi with Manoj sir.
What is your definition of feminism?
Um,
What was Naga Chaitanya's reaction on your performance in the Family Man 2?
um, Hi, this is Samantha. You're watching Bollywood Hungama. Do subscribe.
What was Naga Chaitanya's reaction on your performance in the Family Man 2?
He said, good.
Who was the most unexpected person you received a compliment from for your role in the Family Man 2?
Okay, like, you know, a lot of the actors like Vicky Kaushal, Varun Dhawan, Kiara, like so many Bollywood celebs messaged me and I didn't expect all of that.
All right. If you woke up as Shrikant Tiwari tomorrow, what would you do?
If I woke up as Shrikant Tiwari, if I woke up as Shrikant Tiwari, what would I do? Okay, this is the hard one. What would you do? Okay, what would you do?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't want to get into the shoes of Shrikant Tiwari at all. But Rajiv may be having certain grievances with them.
Okay, I woke up as Shrikant Tiwari, I would accept that Rajiv is the hero. She's a good guy.
No, but I think Manoj Bhai has a lot of respect for you. I've interviewed him a few times after.
Raji
Right.
is the good guy, not the bad guy of season 2.
All right. What was the most challenging scene for you in the Family Man season 2?
Doing the first scene in Hindi with Manoj sir. The first scene with him was the police station scene, and my hands were shivering because I'm so in awe of Manoj sir. Like, I've been in awe of him for the longest time, and Raj and DK were ruthless with me. They made me say hi, hello, sir, and then shot the police station scene. And they shot the scene with his close-ups first. And I saw his fantastic performance, which made me even more scared. So I think that scene that day was the most nervous I was on the Family Man. And I really did not know what I was doing actually in that scene.
But I think that scene is outstanding. The police station scene, it is simply brilliant. You can feel, there's this element of like a tigress inside a.
Maybe it was a fear of Manoj sir sitting in front of me.
I don't think so. I don't think he'll agree with that either. Okay, if you're stuck in an elevator with Mahesh Babu and Allu Arjun, what would you talk about?
How that they have this. How do they? So both of them, I've noticed, with every new film, they come with some renewed energy, like it's their first film and they have a point to prove. In fact, I've always told this said this before, that the best advice I ever received from the film industry was from Mahesh Babu, where he told me, treat every film as your first film. And this is something that I know for a fact that these two actors follow, because they're constantly trying to improve themselves, constantly in the way they present themselves on screen, in the action, in the acting. They're constantly reinventing themselves. So I'd probably ask them for tips regarding this.
All right. What is the craziest thing a fan has done for you that you can never forget?
I have a group of fans. I think this is the most touching part of being an actor. Where complete strangers love you and love you for so long, because the group, I've had a loyal group of say about 15 fans who have been by my side since my first film. They messaged me, they tweeted during my first film. They were children, they were in college, they grew up, they got married, they had babies, but they still show me the same love. They still meet me on my birthday every year. They see all my movies despite their difficult work. So I think this is the ultimate. This is love that I can't really understand. is the greatest form of love.
All right, and I believe you like meeting your fans, and you have a very one-to-one. And I think you got a great set of fans. I've interacted with a few.
Yes, I
the
do.
recent times. I think they're terrific.
They also keep me pretty grounded. Huh? They
Mhm.
also have they can also tell me that this work didn't work really. So they really I would say that they help me a lot.
What is your definition of feminism?
The definition of feminism is actually equality, an equal voice.
When you were aspiring to be an actress, who were the 3 co-stars on your dream list?
Mahesh Babu, Surya, and Shah Rukh Khan.
You still have to work with Shah Rukh Khan, I believe.
Sorry, I still haven't worked with Shah Rukh Khan.
You still have to. Okay.
I still have to, yes. I still, a part of my dream still remains untrue.
Any 3 films that you think made you what you are today?
3 films that made me what I am today. Yemai Chesare, obviously my first film. It catapulted me immediately to, becoming. It catapulted me to stardom that I did not see coming. I think till now, I can't stand hearing this, but till now people say that is my best performance. My first film is my best performance. And I was like, I worked so hard, but people keep saying that your first performance is still your best performance. But yeah, it is what it is. So Jessie was my defining role. And after that, I think Eager, because at that point of my time, I was still finding my footing, and there were a bunch of very commercial films that were being offered to me, and there was Eager, which was back then, and in the initial stages, it was still an experimental film by Rajmouli sir. So I remember saying no to a bunch of commercial films that would have taken me in a different route. And I did Eager, and which was obviously, I think that was the first film that was known all over India, Eager,
Yes.
Makhi. And it changed my path. The kind of films and roles that I got post Eager, where really the girl had a strong role. So I went in that route, which probably wouldn't have if I had chosen to go the only commercial route. So I think,
Absolutely.
okay, that is the second film that was defining for me. And the third film that was absolutely defining for me was, I think instead of a film, I would say a period. Like the last 2 years have defined me as well as an actor. All the movies that I did in the last 2-3 years, like Rangasthalam, Maha.
Yeah, we can see.
So this phase has been a really great phase for me. So yeah, these 3 defining moments of my career.
All right, what was your first reaction when you came to know that Naga Chaitanya is doing Lal Singh Chadda with Aamir Khan?
I was so jealous. I have been obsessed with Aamir Khan, and he, I think growing up, I watched all his films, including if anybody even said that it was an average film, I still loved it. And I never sang so many Hindi songs, only his Hindi songs I know when I used to sing. So yeah, it's really something. I'm so happy that this has happened. It's a big moment for Chaitanya. How
do you rate following things on a scale of 1 to 10 based on their importance in your life? Fans, 1 to 10.
10.
Smartphone.
Unfortunately, it's still a 10. I wish that it wasn't, but it's still a 10.
Okay. Freedom of expression.
10.
All right. Instagram.
Like 7, between 7 and 8.
If you were a chat show host, which you are, and following people appear on your show, what one question you'd definitely ask them? Prabhas.
When are you going to work with me?
Anushka Shetty.
When is your next film releasing?
Mahesh Babu.
How do you not age?
Allu Arjun.
Where does he get all this energy from? Especially his dancing. It's just insane.
No, absolutely. Quick replies in 1 word, please. A film of yours you think should be remade in Bollywood?
Oh, baby.
A Bollywood classic you wish you were a part of?
Piku.
Piku. Oh, that's great. That's a great choice.
Hi, this is Samantha. You're watching Bollywood Hungama. Do subscribe.